Hey folks, it's a man once again. Welcome back to part 3 of my movie collection video. And start off, The Kingdom, film directed by Peter Bird, which I really enjoy. The Kingdom of the Kickboxers, which I believe this was sent to me. Yeah, it was sent to me. And I actually reviewed this and got a nice comment from Lauren Avedon. I believe the review's still up. And yeah, Lauren Avedon actually commented, which I thought was supremely cool. Kiss of the Dragon, my favorite Jet Li film, and I think definitely his best American film. I just thought it was a very fast-paced movie, a lot of really good action and fight sequences. The only downside is Bridget Fonda. I think she was pretty weak in the film. Didn't really care for her character, but other than that, I thought it was a fun, fast-paced action movie. Two-pack of Kiss the Girls and The Gift. Mainly got this for Kiss the Girls. Says I want Team of Spider, and I don't mind Kiss the Girls. And The Gift is the Sam Raimi film with Kate Blanchett, Giovanni Ribisi, Keanu Reeves, Greg Kinnear, and Hilary Swank. I remember The Gift just being a nothing movie, as in I remember nothing about it. It just goes to show you something. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, which I enjoy this movie. That was actually a fun, entertaining action movie. Unfortunately, this one sucked. I tried to give it a watch again, and it still sucks. Although, really enough, in the first one, Daniel Craig has a supporting role. And then the second one, Gerard Butler has a supporting role. So it's weird. It's like two guys who become very famous had supporting roles in Tomb Raider movies. I thought that was pretty interesting. Last Man Standing, which is a film I reviewed with Jeff Wincott, is a PM Entertainment film. Very good movie. Well done action and stunt sequences. Like a lot of PM Entertainment films, at least in this time period. Law Abiding Citizen, written by F. Gary Gray, written by Kurt Wimmer, with Jamie Foxx, Gerard Butler. Really good film. Underrated, I would say. This is a film I decided to give another look, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. And watching it again, it was there. I've seen much better. But for Stephen Norrington to pretty much quit directing, and Sean Connery says, I quit acting because of this movie. I'm like, dude, you in Zardoz where something says the penis is evil. You were in Highlander 2, even though I have fun with Highlander 2. You're in fucking Meteor, where the meteor looks like meteor shit. You know, scratch Highlander 2, I actually don't mind it. It's just the stupid alien thing. But you're in fucking Meteor, Sean Connery. You're in fucking Avengers where you're dressed as a fucking gummy bear. Don't blame me. Watch the Avengers movie that he's in with Ray Fiennes. He's in a fucking gummy bear suit. He's in Meteor where, again, the meteors look like meteor shit. You're in Zardoz. The penis is evil. But this made you quit acting? Get over yourself, Sean Connery. The movie's not great, but if you just survive being in a fucking gummy bear suit and listening to shit like the penis is evil, you can survive, you know, being Alan Quartermain. License to Drive, which has interviews with Corey Haim and Corey Feldman. Has a commentary with the director and writer. Enjoyable movie, License to Drive. Live Wire, really enjoy this film with Pierce Brosnan. Very underrated movie. Really cool idea. Pierce Brosnan is a bomb expert. A lethal new bomb disguised as water is the most undetectable and deadly weapon known to man. Yeah, bomb that is where was it? Disguised as water. So like people drink it, and then all of a sudden their eyes become bloodshot and bleeding, and just I thought it was such a really cool. Hence the title, Live Wire. Just a really cool. These are one point where some guy dressed up in it's like a fair, so he's dressed up as a clown, and Pierce Brosnan's trying to stop him, and the guy gets some of it in his system, and like his stomach's opening up and blood and I thought Pierce Brosnan did a really good job. Just a really interesting idea, and they say R-rated and unrated version. And unrated doesn't mean like tons of gore or anything. I think there's like just a little bit extra blood, a little bit extra nudity. But I still really enjoy that movie. That's a film no one talks about, but I think it's pretty underrated. Fun Rennie Harlan film, Long Kiss Goodnight. A film I enjoy, Loose Cannons, which for some reason Andy Dick is in the back, but he's not in the movie. But Dan Aykroyd can get annoying in the film, but I do like Gene Hackman in the flick and Dom DeLuise. And produced by Aaron Spelling, really enough. And a pretty weird plot that deals with porno and Adolf Hitler. Yeah, you heard me right. So it's directed by Bob Clark, so maybe that's why it's a little bit weird. The Losers. I was surprised by how entertained I would be from this film. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Zoe Saldana, Chris Evans, Idris Elba, Jason Patrick. Very entertaining movie. Really like this flick. Underrated film. Another underrated film, A Low Down Dirty Shame with Keenen Ivory Wayans. He wrote, directed, and starred in it. Unfortunately, this film bombed. Didn't deserve it. Keenen Ivory Wayans actually did good in action. I like Most Wanted, which I have over there. I liked him in The Glimmer Man. I really enjoy this movie. Really enjoy that one. Of course, Man on Fire with Denzel Washington. Manhunter, which I know there's a Blu-ray coming out. The Stream Factory announced, I should say. But I'm fine with the DVD. I don't need this on Blu-ray. This has a featurette on the making of it with William Peterson, Brian Cox, Tom Noonan. I'm fine with this as it is. I think this was another film that was sent to me, Mission of Justice, which I reviewed. Very fun action movie with Jeff Wincott and Brigitte Nielsen. Yeah, I get this in there. Okay. Now let's get. Okay, now they'll be sliding away. That's gonna be annoying. Come on. Yeah, they don't be sliding. Okay. Fuck it. Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible 2. And Blu-ray that was sent to me, Mission Impossible 3. Which I'm fine with just having these. Didn't see the new one because I didn't like the last one. The fourth one, which I know everyone loved, Ghost Protocol, did nothing for me. Mortal Kombat, I don't know why this doesn't have a special edition yet. Probably never will. It deserves it. It's a great film. And it was a hit. And of course, Mortal Kombat Annihilation. once in a while a fun action scene, fight scene, I should say, and some nice songs on the soundtrack, but that's pretty much it. Pretty shitty. This film was talking about Most Wanted with Tina Avery Wayans. I like the film. I think it's an entertaining film. I think Tina Avery Wayans. I thought you did a good job as an action hero. And then Narrow Margin, good thriller directed by Peter Hyams with Gene Hackman. Let me do this real quick. There we go. This, and this. No matter what, they're going to do that. National Treasure. National Treasure 2. A 2-pack. I have Red Dawn separately, but I got this bag for Navy SEALs. And The Net, which I really enjoy. Got Next, which I didn't mind. Ninja. And then I have Ninja 2, but on Blu-ray. But I have No Escape with Ray Liotta, Ernie Hudson, Kevin Dillon, Lance Henriksen. Since I don't think this was ever released officially, I have a DVD-R of No Retreat, No Surrender 2. There's Jet Li film called The One, and an action film with John Matuzak, who was an NFL football player. Also has Charles Napier, Ronnie Cox, Sam Jones, Richard Lynch, and that is One Man Force, which is in one of these weird glass cases, like literal glass. Like, there's a reason why you don't have glass for cases, but it pretty much says it all. Just 6'8", 280 pounds, 21-inch biceps, 55-inch chest. No one enforces the law like he does. They're giving the stats as if you don't go on a fucking date, but I guess that's to impress people. One Man Force, it's like the most typical action movie. That's really what it is. You're like, what's an 80s action movie like? One Man Force is really just, the most typical action movie. It really is. One Man's Justice with Brian Bosworth. Umbach. I think the first one's the only good one. Outbreak, which I really enjoy. One of my favorite Dustin Hoffman movies. For the Vin Diesel collection, The Pacifier. You know what? I actually don't mind this film. I mean, I like Twins and Karen Arnott with Arnold. So if I didn't like those, I didn't like The Past if I were Vin Diesel. I actually thought Vin Diesel wasn't that bad, and for a family film, it wasn't that bad of a movie. Once again, I did not buy this. This is another one from my mom. Parker, Jason Statham. It also has Jennifer Lopez and Michael Chiklis and Nick Nolte. Not that great of a movie, to be honest. Pathfinder with Carl Urban, which I enjoyed. Paycheck, John Woo film that I think is underrated with Ben Affleck. I reviewed this film. I said why I enjoyed the film in that review. I like the story. I like the action. More importantly, I like the story of it. The Peacemaker, a George Clooney film that no one remembers, with Nicole Kidman. Music by Hans Zimmer. Same woman who I think Mimi Leader, who directed Deep Impact. Yeah, I don't mind The Peacemaker. I know that's one of those movies that George Clooney's like, man, after making that Batman and Robin, man, I don't want to choose my projects carefully. I'm like, The Peacemaker is not as bad as Batman and Robin. Come on, George. Nowhere close. The Perfect Storm and Three Teens. Mainly got this for Three Teens because I remember liking that film. George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, Ice Cube. The Perfect Storm, I just never cared for that film. Phone Booth, directed by Joel Schumacher, written by Larry Cohen. To be honest, one of the only... Colin Farrell, I think, is his best performance. I'm not a big fan of Colin Farrell, but I do think he did a great job here. Because he's a cocky asshole, but he learns his... he is humbled, let me put it that way. He is very much humbled throughout the film. This fucking thing would do that. Now, Platoon, which is a special edition. Another Tony Jaa film. The Protector. And Pulp Fiction, which I really enjoy. Collector's edition. This is another gift that was sent to me. Punisher Warzone. But, you know, I keep it. Because it was a gift. But yeah, Punisher Warzone. I love when people are like, well, why do you keep that shit? Oh, I'm sorry, I like to keep gifts. I know, I apologize. Pretty Down Under. Tom Selleck Western I really enjoy. I believe it takes place in Australia. Alan Rickman is the bad guy. And what's nice is Tom Selleck's character is actually pretty much an old school, a Western version of a sniper. Like his rifle, the way he aims is like a sniper rifle. Which I thought, wow, like a Western sniper. I thought that was interesting. This is a DVD-R. Why the fuck is this film not on DVD or Blu-ray? Why? Say I. Ask I. This is the only film Overbold did that was remotely worth a shit. Rampage. You know, has a twisted sense of humor. And the idea... It's one of those ideas that I'm surprised no one did it before Overbold. Just the ending, there's like some little twist that you're like, really? That's what you're doing? But yeah, to be honest, it's the only Overbold film I could give a fuck about. And I don't give a shit about the sequel. Or his third one he wanted to do. And then he made some YouTube video. Oh, fuck you. No, fuck you. Move a ball. Sit on a bowl of dicks and choke on it through your asshole. Rapid Fire. Great movie. Underrated. Awesome Brandon Lee film. I love this movie. Red Belt. Not really an action film, more of a drama. But I thought, I cannot pronounce this guy's name because that's his name at the top. I mean, if I try to pronounce it, it's like Chiwetel Ejiofor. But I thought he did a good job acting-wise. You also have Tim Allen, Randy Couture, Joe Mantegna, David Paymer. But again, it's more of a drama, but I liked it. And of course, yes, it is written and directed by David Mamet. I enjoy the movie. This is what I was talking about, Red Dawn, the collector's edition, which has features, as you can see. Remo Williams, I know there's an Arrow Video Blu-ray overseas that has features, but I don't have a region-free Blu-ray player, so I will stick with my DVD. Really enjoy Remo Williams. I reviewed this film, in case anyone's interested. The Replacement Killers. Entertaining movie by Antoine Fuqua with Chow Yun-fat and Mira Sorvino. Yeah, a film no one really talks about, but pretty entertaining film. Speaking of the opposite of that, Righteous Kill. Was curious about the movie. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and this movie sucked ass. Just found the same fucker who did 88 Minutes, which is not Al Pacino that could have been good but sucked ass. John Avnet, fuck off. This is a fun movie though. Ricky O, the story of Ricky. Just go on YouTube. Includes the hilarious exploding head scene as featured on Comedy Central's The Daily Show. Way back when. This is just a very entertaining film. Very gory. Over the top. Don't take it seriously. Hong Kong gory martial arts movie. Really enjoy the film. Of course, Roadhouse. This is the one that actually has a commentary with Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier. The 20th Anniversary Collector's Edition of RoboCop. Which I love the way this thing looks. Thing looks fantastic. That just looks really cool. Just the steel case, the coloring, and it has features. Commentary, Flesh and Steel, the making of RoboCop, shooting RoboCop, making RoboCop from back in the day, as well as a new making of. Trailer, TV spot. Villains of Old Detroit featurette. RoboCop creating a legend featurette. Special effects then and now featurette. Yeah, RoboCop. Classic. The Rock, which, yes, this is a Criterion collection. Commentary Michael Bay, Jerry Bruckheimer, Nick Cage, Ed Harris, and Harry Humphreys, all recorded separately. A video interview with Jerry Bruckheimer, analysis of the dive sequence's special effects, movie magic episode on the film's effects, do's and don'ts of Hollywood gunplay, trailer, TV spots, world premiere. So it's a Criterion collection, but you know, would have been nice if there was just like a documentary on the film. And there's movies I like more than this, but I still watch this as a time waster. It's a time waster. Romeo Must Die with Jet Li. Aaliyah. An underrated buddy cop movie, The Rookie. It's actually one of my favorite Clint Eastwood films. Charlie Sheen did a great job. Raul Julia's the bad guy. Also directed by Clint Eastwood. Really enjoyed The Rookie. Another favorite of mine, which I reviewed many times. I hope one day this gets a Blu-ray release. Runaway. I reviewed this more than once because I love the film that much. Love Runaway with Tom Selleck. Personal favorite of mine. Gene Simmons is the bad guy. Come on now. The Rundown, one of The Rock's best films, hands down. Actually, I'd probably say The Rock's best film. It's The Rock's best film, hands down. The Rundown. Directed by Peter Berg. Very entertaining movie. Running Scared, which I forgot to talk about this in the Paul Walker set, but another really good Paul Walker film. I thought it was very well directed. An interesting sort of grim fairy tale type of thing to it. If you've seen the film, you know what I mean. And of course, Scarface, which is a classic movie. And this is a 2-disc. Now, then down to here, we got The Sentinel, Michael Douglas and Kiefer Sutherland. Also has Kim Basinger. 7, very good movie. Yeah, this is the old one that opens up as if it's John Doe's notebook. I don't know, maybe a few of the others I could have opened up, for example, real quick, like Pulp Fiction. Pretty much opens up like this. And sort of kind of like you're eating at Jackrabbit Slims. It opens up like a menu. But fun movie Shakedown. Peter Weller and Sam Elliott. Directed by James Glickenhaus. A film that was sent to me. Really enjoyed this movie. Shoot Fighter. I know there's a sequel, but I think I saw online and didn't seem that good, but I did like this one. Shoot Fighter. Shoot to Kill. Decent film with Tom Berenger and Sidney Poitier. Also Kirstie Alley. A pretty decent PM Entertainment film. The Silencers. Jas Dahlia, Dennis Christopher. Some pretty good action scenes in this one. Fun movie. There we go. Okay. The film I was curious about, at the end of the day, was just there, though. And that's Silent Fall. Because I would take Richard Dreyfuss, Linda Hamilton, John Lithgow. Pretty much Richard Dreyfuss is a psychologist trying to reach this. I forget how old the boy was. He's an autistic 9-year-old boy whose memories of the brutal slaying of his parents are sealed inside him, unless a determined and caring child psychologist can unlock them. And no, it was just sort of there. A film that I really enjoyed, thought was a lot of fun, directed by Ivan Reitman, 6 Days, 7 Nights. Then you have the recut, extended, unrated Sin City, which actually opens up, and you get a comic book or graphic novel, The Hard Goodbye, Sin City. And pretty much telling Marv's tale, done by Mickey Rourke. And then the other is a 2-disc set. You have the recut, extended, and unrated version. You have the original theatrical release. Exclusive Astros 15-minute film school. 10-minute cooking school, which is useless bullshit on Rodriguez's DVDs. The all green screen version, why the fuck would you want to see that? The props of Sin City. The cars of Sin City. The costumes of Sin City. Convincing Frank Miller to make the film. Filmmakers cast and crew party. Bruce Willis is a dick. No, that's not on there. Here's one that should get a new special edition. Speed. I mean, this is the old 5-star collection 2-disc DVD. Of course, it's disc 1 and 2. But there should be like a new documentary on this film, because you do have commentary by the director, commentary by the writer and producer, 5 extended scenes, some little featurettes about stunts or visual effects, the bus jump, some interviews from back in the day, HBO special, Billy Idol music video, trailer, TV spot. So it has quite a few stuff, but it'd be nice to see at least a new documentary on it. And of course, when I reviewed it, found this for super cheap, Speed 2. And has some good stunts, action. That's pretty much it. Split Second, which this was sent to me by a very nice girl named Hope. So I definitely thank her for that. Split Second. Love that movie to death. Awesome movie. Awesome gift. Then we have Stakeout. Really enjoy this film. Grew up with this flick. You have Stargate, the Ultimate Edition, which I don't know what's so ultimate about it. It's just an interview with the author, Chariot of the Gods, and a commentary. But yeah, it's the Ultimate Edition. Great artisan. You're a fucking idiot. Stone Cold. Great flick. Let's see. I would like to get the Blu-ray of this, but one day. Street Kings, fun flick. Well, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if fun is the right word, but it's a good action crime thriller. Street Kings. Good cast. Keanu Reeves, Chris Evans, Hugh Laurie, Forrest Whitaker. This is 3 Burt Reynolds films. Sharky's Machine, Stroker Ace, and Hooper. Down mainly for Stroker Ace and Sharky's Machine. The Substitute Films, which is 4 movies there. I enjoy the Treat Williams ones as well as the first one. Sunset Grill with Peter Weller. Wasn't that great, but it's Peter Weller. So far. That's Survivor in the Game, SWAT, Switchback, Dennis Quaid, Danny Glover, Swordfish, Tactical Force with Steve Austin and Michael Jai White. This is one that was sent to me. Very nice of him to do so. The Take Care of Beverly Hills, which has a DVD overseas, but not here in the US. At least not with some Warner Archive bullshit. So that's very nice. And the Take Down Pelham 1, 2, 3. And we have Tekken, which I enjoy. The Thin Red Line, which not that bad of a war film at all. Thin Red Line, I liked it. Thunderheart with Val Kilmer. Top Gun. The Tournament, very underrated movie. I know Scott Mann has another film coming out, but which I'm interested in. But Scott Mann should have been able to direct a lot more movies, at least based on this. Very good movie. And The Towering Inferno, which has quite a few stuff. Has lobby cards. It's a 2-disc set. And has a booklet. That's some great artwork, by the way. Some beautiful artwork. I like this film. I definitely say I like this film more than the Poseidon Adventure. Poseidon Adventure I have to give another look, but I remember really liking this one. Next up, we got True Believer, good drama with James Woods and Robert Downey Jr. 2-Minute Warning. Interesting idea. You have Charlton Heston, and you have a sniper who sets his sights on a sellout crowd at a championship football game. Remember the execution could have been a lot better, but still an interesting idea. And Charlton Heston was good. Uncommon Valor. Love this movie to death. Love, love, love this film. Gene Hackman, Fred Ward, Reb Brown, Randall Tex Cobb, Patrick Swayze, Tim Thomerson, Robert Stack, Ted Kotcheff, who directed First Blood. Love this film to death. Unleashed, very solid movie. I believe I saw this in the theater. Vantage Point with Dennis Quaid and Matthew Fox, Sigourney Weaver, William Hurt. I enjoy this movie. Pete Travis, actually the guy who directed Dredd. Well, they say that there was another guy who kind of came in to help as well, but So depending on what you believe. But it is Pete Travis's name on it, so. We have, I think, a decent film, Walking Tall. Fun Roger Howard flick, Wanted Dead or Alive. Just funny because my friend sent me the VHS, which has more features than the DVD. War Inc., which I was curious about. I was curious about with John Cusack because it's kind of like the spiritual sequel to Grosse Point Blank, which I enjoy, which I'll talk about later. War Games, special edition with features. Really enjoy this film with Matthew Broderick. Don't need a remake of it. Watchmen, which I like. This is the no features on this, but I'm fine with the movie. Wild Wild West, which is not that good of a movie. I've seen much worse though. Honestly, I would put this in the time waster category, but I think After Earth with Will Smith is much worse than this, but still a lot of problems with this film. A lot of problems. So, yeah, time waster at best, but still have a lot of problems with the film. And then, not a movie, but Ultimate Jordan. I enjoy Michael Jordan when he was with the Bulls. Honestly, he should have ended his career with the Bulls, not with the fucking, was it the Wizards or whatever? Wizards. Piss it away. Just when he ended with the Bulls, it just was a perfect way to end it. Then he had to go ruin it. But it is a set with 2 discs. Has a lot of his old DVDs on it. Come Fly With Me, Michael Jordan's Playground, Airtime, Above and Beyond, His Airness. Then special features, his greatest dunks, moves, clutch shots, memories, and tributes and so forth. And yeah, that's Ultimate Jordan. Ah, come on. Fit this shit back in there. Come on. There you go. And then I have this over here. It should be by the other ones, but fuck it, since it's here anyway. The 2 disc of Star Trek First Contact. And this is actually one that was sent to me, which was really cool. Because I have the first 6 and this one. I don't have Generations. I don't have Insurrection. I don't have I don't think I have. No, I don't have Nemesis. I just remember, I mean, they're not really, the ones I'm not really a big fan of, but, you know, again, there's that collector part of me that's like, well, maybe if I find them cheap enough, I'll get the Generations. Is it Insurrection? Is that what it's called? And Nemesis? Maybe I'll get them to complete the collection, but they're down there. Fuck, I might as well show them now. No, I'll wait on it. I'll wait until I get over there. Fuck it. But yeah, the Star Trek First Contact. Too lazy. Too lazy. But we have Airplane. Airplane 2, the sequel. I enjoy those. Sad that this is the movie he ended on, but Chris Farley, Almost Heroes. I will say I like this more than the John Candy one, Whiting's East, but It's not saying much. I could probably watch this as a time waster, but it's definitely his weakest film. Yes, I actually bought some of the Angry Video Game Nerd collections back in the day, but again, I don't anymore because I just watch them on YouTube for free. But you know, it has bonus features, and what sucked about these was that he had to change certain musical cues for copyright. For example, in his Rocky game review and Friday the 13th. But still, I'm glad to have these for the bonus features. But still. Back to School Special Edition. Fun movie. Better Off Dead. I know John Tuesday hates this film to death. Hates Savage Steve Holland, the director, to death. But I'm sorry, John Tuesday. Better Off Dead is pretty damn cool. I don't know what the hell John Tuesday's problem is, but I really don't. I don't think it's that bad of a movie. I never minded this guy. I never did. And but he's made better movies than this, though. Biodome. Yeah. But I've never minded Pauly Shore, so I got it for Pauly Shore collection. I don't think I have Jury Duty. That's probably the only one I need. Yeah. Black Sheep, which I have fun with. I know a lot of people thought this was just a weak attempt at Tommy Boy doing that again, but I like Black Sheep. Breakfast Club, great flick. Good features. The Breakup, not that bad of a movie with Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston. I've seen much worse. Caddyshack, classic movie. And I found this for really cheap. Caddyshack 2, which is not that classic, although it does have a great song. I'm going all the way. Camp Nowhere and Baby Secret of the Lost Legend, 2-disc DVD. The Cannonball Run, number 1 and number 2. And yes, that is Jackie Chan, who had a small part in these movies. This is a film that was sent to me that I actually liked and I reviewed. Career Opportunities, which was written by John Hughes and produced by him. Did not mind this movie. Love this movie to death. And that's funny. I thought I had the second one. Unless it's somewhere else. I don't know where, but... Oh. That's why. I was going to say. Well, since I'm done there, I'll put these away. I love this film to death. City Slickers. Really enjoy it. Commentary with Ron Underwood, Billy Crystal, and Daniel Stern, which is a fun commentary. Featurettes, good special edition on the film. And the sequel I didn't mind, but it was definitely a step down. City Slickers 2. It was a step down because he had fucking John Lovitz. And John Lovitz is just... didn't need to be in the movie, to be honest. Clueless, which I don't mind this film. I liked it. Special edition. A fun movie, The Cowboy Way. Woody Harrelson and Kiefer Sutherland. Also Ernie Hudson's in it. I don't mind this film either. Dickie Roberts, former child star. I like David Spade. I'm not a fan of Joe Dirt, but I like some of his other movies. Like this, you know, you have nice cameo appearances by Alyssa Milano, Danny Bonaducci, Barry Williams, Leif Garrett, Screech from Saved by the Bell. Corey Feldman makes a cameo, so I like the movie. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Fun spoof on those dance films like Boys in the Hood and such like that. And another film I enjoy, Dr. Strangelove, or I know, I went from Dickie Roberts, former child star, to Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice to the hood, to Dr. Strangelove. And people say I'm not open-minded. I like that, but I can also like this as well. And people say I'm not open to movies. That's why it makes me laugh. I'm like, oh, you don't know shit, do you? Sorry about that. The Dream Team, which this was sent to me from overseas. That's why it looks different, but it's the Dream Team. A film I remember watching when I was a kid, Drop Dead Fred, which I remember they were going to remake this, and I guess they gave up. And that's Phoebe Cates from Gremlins 1 and 2. A film I had fun with because of Robert Downey Jr. Due Date. A 4-pack of Dudley Do-Right, Sergeant Bilko, Cop and a Half, and Ed. I was curious about Sergeant Bilko because I like Steve Martin. And Cop and a Half I remember watching when I was a kid with Burt Reynolds. This film I don't mind, actually. And that's the Dukes of Hazzard movie. Maybe because I wasn't a fan of the TV show at all. And I like Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott. Maybe that's why. Fanboys, which I enjoyed. Had fun with that movie. And we go from Fanboys to Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. This is the Criterion Collection. Honestly, this is my favorite Terry Gilliam film. I think Johnny Depp did a great job as Hunter S. Thompson and Benicio del Toro. It was interesting, it was strange, it was funny at times. I just really like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. This I got for cheap because I'm like, oh, it has Stephen Jeffries and Tim Robbins and Matt McCoy. Brad Fiedel did the music, and that's Fraternity Vacation. Pretty much the title and pictures tell the whole movie. Another one I really enjoy, the 2-disc set of Free Enterprise. And then the special edition of Galaxy Quest. I really enjoy these flicks. Of course, Ghostbusters, which is a classic, which I reviewed, as well as Ghostbusters 2, which I think is a bit underrated. The Goonies, which is a classic. Grandma's Boy, which I actually don't mind. Had some fun with this movie. I have the first one on Blu-ray, which is why you now see Gremlins 2. Because I have the first one on Blu-ray over there. But Gremlins 2, which I think is a very fun sequel. And Hanin' with the Homeboys. Film with Duddy Dud, John Leguizamo. My only problem with this movie is I don't care for the ending. because you're kind of starting to like these characters. Then by the end, it gets very serious, and everyone breaks up, and all four of these guys go their separate ways. And just as a life lesson to grow up and move on. I'm like, we were having fun, and then like went really serious and kind of depressing in a way. I enjoy these characters. I enjoy these movies. The first one is the best, but I enjoy all of them. Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, the 2-disc special edition. And A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas. I would not mind if they made another one. Harry and the Hendersons, which, to be honest, I wish the special edition was more special because you have a little making of, but it would have been nice to get more interviews, maybe interviews with John Lithgow or something like that. But I enjoy this movie a lot. Movie I didn't mind, Head of State with Chris Rock and Bernie Mac, which Chris Rock directed. Of course, Home Alone, the Family Fun Edition. It has a few features on it. It has a comedy with the director Chris Columbus and star Macaulay Culkin. And Home Alone 2, which I enjoy the sequel. First one's better, but I enjoy the sequel. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Also, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid and Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. Hot Shots. And a sequel that I actually think is better, Hot Shots Part 2, maybe because I'm a Rambo fan and it's made fun of the... I mean, it spoofed the Rambo films. It was very funny. Love this comedy. Richard Crenna comes back. Pretty much play his role in the Rambo films, and this is a lot of fun. Great parody movie. This is how you do it right. How the Duck, I don't think it's one of the worst films ever, but still not that great of a movie. But I was really interested in the special features. But I mean, to be honest, it does suck. It does. I'm not going to defend Howard the Duck. It's a shitty movie. It's just not one of the worst movies ever. But it's a shitty movie. I know my friend Mike OCP would disagree, because he's a huge fan of the movie. I think it's a shitty movie, but it has a car wreck look to it. And the features were interesting to watch as well. Joe's Apartment. Kangaroo Jack, which I saw this in the theater. It actually helped me out. I was down in the dumps at the time. And it was a goofy, stupid comedy. And I liked Jerry O'Connell and Anthony Anderson. So the fact that it cheered me up, just because it's just, again, a goofy comedy, it helped. And it's not about a kangaroo talking like the advertisement. It's just one stupid dream sequence. Kung Fu Panda, which I liked the first one, but I thought the sequel sucked, to be honest. So I don't care about the third one. I really don't. Getting to the hour mark. Actually, we'll end it there. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you for part 4. See you in a bit.